Whew, this is actually the second time I'm going to try and record this video. I got so heated, and this Esports Talk hoodie is so goddamn hot. I need to change for this topic, guys. Can you imagine being paid the amount of money Call of Duty pro players are being paid and then just saying practice? What's that? I mean, golly, guys, gals, this is a debate that stretches back to a history of Call of Duty of some, I don't know if I want to say laziness, but certainly pro players who have shown up late to practice time and time again. It was the biggest part of the debate of preseason hype around there between the LA Optic, the Dallas Empire, Chicago Huntsmen. We talked about guys like TJ Halley and Dashy, Crim6 calling them out for being immature, being late constantly to practice, even OGLA making jokes about this, and now Clayster takes to Twitter, and we find out that six-figure Call of Duty pros are still not showing up to scrims. Not even being late, just not showing up. As Clayster states, I'm actually losing full. 75% of our scrims the last 2 weeks have been either canceled last minute or people show up 30 to 60 minutes late. Professional 200k plus salaried CoD players not showing up on time when we're all stuck at home anyways. Ridiculous. And the first thing you want to know is names. You know, you always want to know names, especially a selfish guy like me, because I love when people, actually vocalize who is doing wrong things. Call out names. That way, if you're going to put them on blast, that way they know to maybe correct themselves and really show up for practice. It does make you really, really wonder, though, what teams and what players. And in the comment section of replies, we certainly want to know when he refers to the players who are making 200k plush. I mean, we see plenty of replies, and you wonder, are these guys not making the top dollar on their team or close to that as well? It really kind of just drives further the question of what these Call of Duty pros are making, but it's ridiculous. This cannot be a thing. I don't know if there's a single argument out there I would take. You guys, of course, can try to comment one down below as to how it can be justified anyone salaried as a Call of Duty pro during quarantine, pandemic, coronavirus outbreak times where you're already remote, you're already at home. Why are you not playing the game you're being paid to play, and by the way, not even having to compete for as well? Now, obviously, there might be one tiny argument of the motivational factor. If you're a competitor and you want to compete and there's no events on the horizon, we still don't know the homestand events or the online dates so far, maybe you're a bit lazy, right? If you know the schedule does not resume for another 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe a month, however long it's going to be delayed, maybe your motivation goes out the window, and albeit, myself included, you can go a bit stir crazy doing the same routine over and over and over again. But certainly, as a part of the community, you got to understand as well, I'm sure the pro players who were called out that were not named in this got to understand what we look at, right? I remember my football coach, great guy, amazing guy, Coach Magruder, back in the day in middle school. I wasn't paid to play middle school football. If you guys were surprised by that, I showed up every day. Every day, would go to school from 8 to 3, show up to practice right around 5 to 7:30, every day for the guy. I don't know if it's having to have a coach to actually get these guys to play themselves, but imagine all of us who go through our routines, you guys probably go to school as well, we show up, right? And we're not even paid to do it, so it's hard for us to come from this angle and see these guys being paid the big bucks, and they can't show up for a few scrims here and there. I mean, it's literally their job. Like, I'm here on a Sunday because I love what I do. So do they not love what they do? And that's a problem to me. If I'm an organizational owner paying $25+ million in all of their salaries to find out they're not showing up to scrims, I'm bursting down doors when the quarantine is over and saying who the heck was not playing because I'm done paying. and maybe I'm just taking this way too far. You guys just let me know. I've had a lot of caffeine today because I'm trying to be hyped up to, tell you all the news. But either way, it just makes you shake your head. If any pro players out there had this kind of outlook, and certainly if any pro players out there and other esports were called out for this kind of thing, I would be calling them out. It's just, it makes you shake your head and wonder who they were and if they can actually snap back into it, especially because the season should be resuming sometime soon. Let's end on a lighter note, guys. Here is Scump rallying the call and maybe roasting the mutineers a little bit.
Yo, side door just ran in.
Coming front.
Oh my god, you all suck balls! You suck balls!
All right, folks, hope you all enjoy it. Until next time, thank you all for the great comments as of late. Subbing, liking, commenting. You guys are amazing. All of you guys who hit my DMs with stories as well. You guys are incredible. I will be back here all day long, all week long. Whenever you want me, I'll be here. Until then, take care, drink your water, drink your coffee, stay safe, and trust nobody.